Hey everyone, so welcome to DOK Students Day, and today I and Lakshay will be covering the custom resource definitions. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Dipanshu. I'm a full stack developer and a UI UX designer, and I love to contribute to the data on Kubernetes community and learning about Kubernetes. Here are my social media handles. You can follow me and tag me if you face any problems.
Hey everyone, I'm Laksh. I'm a computer science student from India, and I started out as a web developer. And as and when I moved towards learning new technologies, I also came across great communities, and one of which was DOK that I'm a part of. And something that I really enjoy and admire about being a part of a community is that not only do you get to collaborate and work on different projects, but when you have different people on the same journey as you, it really motivates you to work harder. And this is the point I'd like to take to really encourage you to come to our Slack community, say hi, introduce yourself, and we'll be very happy to talk to you and guide you in whatever way possible. And that being said, let's move on to our talk. So the agenda for our talk is that first we'll move on to clearing some concepts of what is a resource. Then we'll jump on to understanding custom resources, followed by some use cases of CRDs that will give you a practical example of how these are used. And then we'll leave you with some resources to get you started and into the journey of learning custom resources and eventually Kubernetes as well. So let us first understand what is a resource.
Okay, so what is a resource? When we talk about a resource is an endpoint of the Kubernetes API that stores a collection of API objects of certain kind. So, for example, if we take an example of Facebook, like we all use Facebook, and it stores the like data of millions of users, and that millions of users is the API objects that is stored by the Facebook application. So Facebook application provides different API for different API objects for storing it. So let us further know about the Kubernetes API and the API objects. So when we talk about the Kubernetes API, it allows us to access different parts of the cluster and external components to communicate with each other, and it will let you query and manipulate the states of API objects. So let me simplify it to you. So let me take an example of Medium website. You want to survey any blog, like you say, hey, Medium website, give me a blog of the Kubernetes. So it will give you a blog on the Kubernetes. So that Medium website has served a API that the URL change you have seen in the address bar. That is the API, and through that, the Medium website has given you a result. Similarly, the Kubernetes API is an endpoint through which you can access different API objects. So let us know more about the objects.
Now, objects in Kubernetes are a very key concept that we need to understand and that are really helpful in understanding other concepts as well. So objects define a desired state of a cluster in Kubernetes. And as we have listened to in the previous talks as well, that objects are persistent entities in Kubernetes. What it means is that Kubernetes makes sure that once you create an object, it essentially stays there until and unless you replace or change the object completely. And these we have some examples of objects. These are few of the examples of objects. You can learn more about these in the resources that we have provided in the end of the slides. Now, coming on to our topic of custom resource and custom resource definitions. It is important to understand difference between few terms. First is a resource. A resource is a Kubernetes API endpoint, and resources in Kubernetes are grouped into API versions and API groups. A custom resource is an extension of Kubernetes API, and it is not present by default in Kubernetes installation. It is something that you need outside, like you need other than the default installation to run your cluster. And coming to CRDs, which are custom resource definitions, these are also a type of custom resource which are present by default and are used to register the custom resources. Now, we first need to register custom resources in order to create one. If we don't do that, if you don't register a custom resource, the API server will give an error saying that we don't recognize the resource type. So it is quite important to register the custom resource. Now let's move on to some use cases of custom resource.
Okay, so when we talk about the use cases of custom resource definitions, we have three top-notch use cases. That is the CRUD operations, the HTTPS server, the admission webhooks. So when we talk about the custom resources, so let us again take an example of Medium website. So you are the admin of the Medium website, and you want to get the blogs, delete blogs, or the update blogs that you have written. So for that, you have different endpoints according to that. So if I want to get blogs, I have a different API serving that system. So similarly, we can perform the CRUD operations on the Kubernetes through Kubernetes API and on the API objects. Then when we come on to the HTTPS, it provides us a secured server, and the requests that we perform are secured. And last but not the least, the admission webhooks. When we use any application, we need to define some default values, and we need to validate some values. So you don't want that your application crashes when you perform any CRUD operation. For that, admission webhooks come into play, and you can validate your entries. Then coming on to connection with the DOK community. We at DOK community love to play with data, and custom resources provide us custom resources provide us to retrieve a structured data. And when we combine a custom resource with a custom controller, we can get a true declarative state, and this is also called a declarative API. And it might seem to be little overwhelming to you, and if it is and you are still interested, then you are on a right track. So we won't let you down, and we have lot of resources to get yourself started. So you can refer the Kubernetes docs, deep dive API server by Red Hat, the extending Kubernetes API with CRDs, and the Kubernetes API docs. All the links are present in the Notion section that we will provide later. And we have also an open source project that you can contribute, and it's totally based on the custom resource definitions. That is the gatekeeper.
Now, in the end, we would like to thank Bart and all the amazing interns at DOK community for organizing this amazing talk and inviting us to speak. Thank you, everyone, for listening to our talk. Thank you.
All right, amazing. Getting great feedback in the YouTube chat. The aesthetics, I mean, the slides were perfect. Good use of humor as well, too, with the memes. Very well explained, concrete explanations. For once again, concepts that might not be so easy for folks, but seeing two people who are, we can still say, relatively new to the community, different kinds of profiles, coming together and putting this talk together, that's massive success. So as you said with your own meme regarding to The Rock, great job. You definitely rock.
Thanks.
Definitely fans. You did a great job.